Hi folks, Carlos Garcia. I am a TaxDome certified consultant, and today I want to talk about a new feature that they just came out with, which allows you to do custom field integration from a client organizer. This has been a feature that's been long requested, which essentially is when the client enters specific data into an organizer, you can now sync it to the CRM portion of TaxDome. Now, if you're a tax or bookkeeping practitioner, you don't know what TaxDome is all about, you might be clueless, but essentially it's an all-in-one platform that allows you to automate your workflows and be able to make the client experience easier to keep control of your projects, of your tasks, of your jobs, and keep your clients informed and make the process easy for them to do business with you. Now, this specific feature is really valuable because it saves you a ton of time not having to go into an organizer yourself, then manually input whatever data they provided to you, especially for prospects that are coming in brand new to your firm. It's easy to just sync whatever data they give you, name, phone number, email, whatever specific data you need in order to contact them and make sure you have accurate information you're preparing work for them. Now, what's nice about this is that you can just simply go into your TaxDome itself, and when you go to the template section and you go to organizers, whichever organizer you would build in this scenario, let's say it's a basic organizer, you're trying to have a client enter their full name, then you click on the gear icon from there, and from there you can click on the button to turn it on to say sync to CRM. What you're going to essentially say to the system is, from this data, whatever is entered by the client, I want you to sync it somewhere in text, maybe inside of their account field, more of the relationship, the profile itself, or in the contact field. So if it's a full name, in essence, you would probably want to have something like a contact you want to update so that it actually has the full name. Now, if you have a separate field that's first name and a separate field that's last name, then you would have it sync to each of those individuals. But for the benefit of this exercise, we're just going to say it for the contact. Once you go ahead and save that in the settings of the organizer, you can continue doing that for all the other fields. So this would be a date of birth, OB. I would connect it to the DOB section. Now, know that there's an account and there's a contact, remember, so we want to make sure that we're going to put in the DOB of the specific contact, which is the individual, not the relationship. So it's important to distinguish between an account and a contact, because that could be easily. So now that I'm going to save those two things, I'm going to go ahead and now create an organizer and send it to one of my test accounts. The one that I was doing, essentially basic organizer. Once I send that to the client itself, I'm going to go ahead and log in from the client's point of view so that they can receive the organizer. And as they receive the organizer, they're going to go ahead and enter their name. And so I'm going to put Mickey Mouse. That's because the last one had my actual name. I'm going to put 01/01/1970. In this scenario, I'm just going to kind of fill out the organizer as someone would normally would, but for the benefit of time, I'm just going to go ahead and skip through it. Ideally, we don't want our clients to do this, but of course, this is just the example of wanting to show you what it looks like once the client has filled out the information and what you would need to do to then essentially go ahead and sync it back to the client's profile information. So if I were to go into search for my test client and I look at my existing contact, it's not going to automatically do it. You'll see that in the contact name, blank. You'll see that the contact name's got this thing, or the date of birth of the contact itself, it's blank. So nothing has happened. What needs to happen is you have to review the organizer itself. And upon reviewing the organizer, you're going to see the new two fields. There's a little button right here that says Sync CRM. Click on that, and then you're going to notice the new data. And in that scenario, you're then going to connect it to the specific contact. You'll know that some accounts will have a husband, wife, different partners, etc. So you want to associate it with the contact that the data is relevant. Once you do that, you click on the button Sync, hit confirm, give it a couple of minutes, and essentially what we should be able to see is that the data has now updated. That's how it works. So if you have any questions, really cool feature, make sure you check it out, turn that on, go back to your organizers, turn it on where it makes the most sense. Save you a whole lot of work, time. And if you have any questions, reach out to me. Info in the description. Happy to help you optimize your tax dome. Wishing you a happy tax season. Take care.